Yo, what's up, everyone? Welcome back to the Heat Ray Vision podcast. Tonight, I got myself Hector and Mario.
What up?
And tonight, we're going to be reviewing the 7th episode of HBO's The Last of Us Left Behind.
Yeah.
But before we get into it, guys, I just want to let you guys know you guys can listen to us anywhere: YouTube, SoundCloud, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and Spotify. And follow our socials at Heat Ray Vision Podcast. Or if you're too lazy to type all that in, go to heatrayvisionpodcast.com. You're going to see all of our socials and links. So, let's get into it, man. This 7th episode, we're more than halfway done with the show.
Yeah, we're nearing the end.
And this show is based on the DLC.
Or this episode.
Yeah,
Okay.
sorry, yes. This episode is based on the DLC Left Behind.
Yeah, for any non-gamers, I guess you should say. Because, I'm guessing we might have people who've only seen the show and who have never touched a video game before, which,
And before we get into it, guys, spoilers.
Yeah, spoilers.
Spoilers for the game, the DLC, even maybe Last of Us Part 2, the video game. So just letting you guys know, spoilers.
Yeah, but for anybody who doesn't know what DLC is, it's basically when a game comes out, you pay $60, you get a full game, story mode, multiplayer, whatever the fuck. DLC is anything that comes out after the original release of the game. It's extra content or downloadable content. So literally what it stands for.
Yeah.
And that's what Left Behind is. Left Behind was...
It was $10.
Was it really $10?
Yeah, it was $10.
Damn, that shit was cheap as fuck for what it was.
Well, I mean, it was back in 2013.
Makes sense.
Remember back in 2012 when BO2 came out, the skins were like $2.
Yeah, you're right.
Don't you remember?
Yeah.
Now the weapon skins here are like $20 and shit.
Yeah, that's facts, bro. How much would Left Behind cost now? What, 40? 30?
Yeah, probably.
They would probably,
Probably.
That's crazy, bro. They scamming us, bro. Fuck us gamers, man.
Yeah, dude.
But what's it called? It was a DLC that came out after the original release of the game, and it's cool to see it because now we're not getting it after the original release of the show. We're getting it mid season or whatever the fuck you want to call it. So it's really cool to see it in live action. In terms of casting, I think they did Riley perfect. I think she was a perfect cast.
Yeah, Riley was cool. Okay, but like the thing is, I wasn't expecting for a DLC episode to be in the main show.
Yeah,
that is the issue.
Did you think it was gonna come afterwards? Be like, oh, special episode.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I could definitely see them doing that, but also I don't.
Because like we have a lot to go through.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Like, also it'd be kind of funny where like if they did it where. Like to us gamers, like, hey, you want this bonus episode? You got to pay $10. You know what I mean?
That'd
man,
be
fuck you, bitch. But
I know what you mean.
But yeah, my thing is, bro, it's just like I just wasn't expecting it to be in the main story, just because like we kind of have a lot to get through, man. There's only 9 episodes. This was the 7th, and not gonna lie, bro, I'm gonna say some controversial shit during this podcast. I think, that made me open my eyes because of this episode. But yeah, essentially, guys, this episode is pretty much like an origin story in a way for Ellie, where we see Ellie's friend Riley and how Ellie got the bite mark and how she found out she was immune, right? That's how the DLC is as well. And honestly, they did it like from side by side to like the hardcore, like the core part of the story and like the things they do. I think it was spot on.
Yeah, it really was.
It's just, I made some notes, and not gonna lie, man, this might be just me. Some parts of acting from Bella Ramsey seemed cheesy to me.
For real?
It just seemed off. Like the part where, and I might be the only one. I don't give a fuck, man. People are gonna be. If you guys agree with me or disagree with me, let me know in the comments. I'm probably get attacked or whatever. But the part where like the escalators. How she was over flipping out and stuff. That felt like kind of cheesy and forced, man. Like to me, I'm like, okay, like it kind of made me a little bit cringe. Like,
I can kind of see how it can see cringy for sure, but then you gotta remember it's like these what the fuck's her name again? Oh my God, Riley. There we go. Riley and Ellie, they've never seen. Oh no,
I get it, bro. I get that part. Okay, they maybe flip out over little things because they haven't seen it or whatever. That's fine. I'm just saying the acting wasn't like there for me. I thought the acting felt
I could definitely see it, but I think the fact that
after this podcast, I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna play it back so you can see. But like it just felt like not genuine.
I know what
like
you
it
mean,
felt
bro.
like acting.
I know what you mean. That's how
Does that
I
make
felt.
sense?
That's how I felt in the last episode.
Okay,
So
boom.
I know what you mean.
Okay, yes.
I
that's
guess
how
for
felt.
me here, I didn't get to that point, but I could definitely see it because when I was watching, I was just like, damn, she's really excited over this shit,
Yeah.
huh? Like really, like I think it's the fact that she did it too much.
Yeah, you know what?
That
I can
it
see
was
that.
extended a lot because that's what I thought. I'm like, okay, I get that. Like I understand
it, bro.
But like you're kind of dragging it on.
Yes, bro. Okay.
I think that's what it was for me.
And then some moments where like they're kind of like pushing each like oh my like it's the same escalator scene. Don't you remember where she's like she almost trips or whatever? She's like, "Oh, sorry, I'm good or whatever." It felt like
I know what
it
you
just
mean.
felt like a little bit like
What
forced,
lazy
man.
lazy writing?
No, not lazy writing. It just if it felt like acting, but like it wasn't believable. Like you could know like
It
you could
didn't feel like believable. Acting.
yeah, like you could know it. Like you could know she was just acting and just reading off the script and doing what it was told. It didn't feel real. It didn't feel like she was actually like how you're supposed to. You know, you're actually supposed to feel this certain emotion, whatever. That's just me personally. That's just what I caught
That one I can
from
definitely
that scene.
Yeah,
I'm gonna play it after this episode. I'm gonna make you see it. Maybe you could see it or whatever. But maybe I'm in the minority on that one. But yeah, I guess another thing that I wrote down here is I wrote down world not dangerous, and I know it's focused on story and people, but part of the story is how dangerous the world is. And so once again, we get another episode where we don't necessarily see much danger, right? Because it's not like them legit going into this building and it's pretty much clear with infected and stuff. Not even a couple infected or whatever. And I'm just worried, man, that like the show is not really portraying how brutal and how serious the world is compared to the game, if that makes sense. I guess at the end of the episode, remember when like the zombie pops up and whatever. I mean, I guess you could count that.
I mean, if you remember the Left Behind DLC, because that's what the DLC was called, Left Behind. Whenever the only action you got was when you were with Ellie in the present time, quote unquote. Remember? Whenever you were in these flashback moments with Riley, it was always peaceful until the very end, and that's pretty much what they did in the game. But they did. That was one of my critiques I was gonna say. I was like, I feel like I wish they did it like the DLC right here, where they would flash back. Because remember, beginning of this episode, we're with Joel and Ellie. Yeah. Joel stab. Fucking, I love the acting here. Where like Joel's like, go back to Sammy.
Yeah, which we didn't see in the game.
No, we didn't see this.
That
which
part.
I actually preferred. I actually liked it a lot. Maybe even preferred it more. And where Joel's telling Ellie like, hey, you need to go. You need to get out of here. Go back to Sammy. And she's like, shut the fuck up, Joel. Shut the fuck up. Like she's panicking. I'm just like, yo. Fire ass acting, fire ass scene, and then she goes up the stairs, and she has that thought, and then immediately
like,
she
should I
opens the
leave or
door. Yeah, and it opens the door, and it cuts back to the past. And I'm just like, oh, is that how this episode's gonna go? Where we're gonna go in between past and present? Because I'm just like, that's perfect, because that's like how the game you go from past to present in the DLC.
But we didn't get that,
and I think
was
my major critique, where I think we should have cut in between past and present, like in the game, because I think it helps with the story and everything. And it helps with you, where there is that walker in this episode, but it's only at the end, really, where we get that little sneak peek and shit. And but I could definitely see your critique. I think I've seen enough.
I just want the world to be a bit more portray more dangerous, man. Even if it's
you want to see it appear more often, which has kind of been your nitpick all season.
Like even if it's like small hints. For example, if once they're at the mall, right, Riley could say, "Oh, it took me like 5 days. I cleared out 15 infected." Here. Like small things like that. You know what I mean?
True.
Like just like small things, so we're like, okay, like this shit's actually serious. Because based on the and people who know what I'm talking about, like played the game and watch the show, you could tell the difference, man. Where the show makes it seem like it's pretty easy to live compared to the game, where like it's more hardcore, especially with the Bill episode. Like they lived until old age happily, but in the game, Bill, he had traps all over. He was constantly moving. He was setting up traps. Like, you know what I mean? It's just like, you know.
I know what you mean. Yeah.
And I'm not saying like
because I definitely do wish we would see more fucked up shit when it comes to the world. But I think it just here they're just focusing more on the story.
And I want to see more infected, man. That's just me. Like that's just a nitpick. That's not gonna affect me dropping a point or a rating. It's I get it. I understand it's more so about the story and everything, not necessarily about the infected. But me personally, as a zombie geek and shit, I personally just want to see more infected. I want to see Joel kill infected and stuff, and like stab him in the neck and like all that. I just want to see that, man. You know. Yeah. And once again, I mean, the next episode, we're not. I promise you, we're not really gonna see infected. Maybe in the beginning.
Maybe
remember,
in the beginning. Yeah.
Remember with him and her, like they're defending the shed. Maybe.
Yeah. Maybe.
That,
I mean, but I'm pretty sure that would happen because that's a major scene and that would be cool to see in live action. But
I don't know, bro. We just gotta see it, and hopefully, right? They add that where Joel like wakes up and realizes Ellie's gone. Like he like goes on beast mode where he's like, nah, bitch, stabs the motherfucker. He's like,
honestly, bro, I don't think they are because remember these episodes are about an hour, bro.
Yeah,
and
that's my point, bro. That's my point is that this show, like this whole show, feels a bit rushed, man. I feel like it could be maybe 12 episodes, right?
Or maybe they should be a season 2.
Yeah, where like it bleeds into season 2 a bit or whatever.
Yeah.
And that's just what I think, man, because like we have a lot to go through and there's only 2 episodes left.
Yeah, there's the one coming
this
out,
one and then the other one. It's like,
yeah.
what the fuck? We only have 2 episodes left, and it's like we kind like this shit just feels a bit rushed, you know. Okay, and so then I have here oh yeah, also at the end, that's what I wrote down. I said I wanted to see Ellie kill Riley and want to see how she joined the Fireflies. That's what I wanted.
That would have been cool because we don't even see that in the game, do we?
No. So like with Neil Druckmann saying like, oh yeah, we're gonna add a few things, whatever. I was kind of hoping, oh shit, like it could have been super emotional where Ellie had to put down Riley.
Oh yeah.
They could have been like, yo, like what the fuck?
That would,
you know what I mean?
Scene, yeah.
And not only that, we get to see how Marlene found Ellie and like recruited her and stuff. Like I wanted to see that, but we didn't get to. And then I say, but we got 2 episodes left. So like meaning we just don't have time for that. And this is, I guess, this is gonna be another controversial shit that I'm about to say. Is that I truly believe, man, the pace that we're going at, and because we have a lot going on, I truly believe that the Bill and Frank episode shouldn't have been a thing, or should have been shorter. It should have been cut in half. And let me explain. Because truthfully, that took up a whole episode, and it didn't really apply to the story. It didn't make it to where like, oh, the world is dangerous, right? It didn't really necessarily improved the story with Ellie and Joel. You know what I mean? It just was a story. It was just a love gay couple story. That's the truth. And this episode made me realize that because this story, even though people would say it might be filler or whatever the fuck, right? This story, it was still crucial to the main story. Because it has to do with Ellie. We now get to see why Ellie is the way she is, who she lost, how did she get the bite, all that stuff. So this filler it played a big role in the story. With a Bill and Frank, truthfully, even though I gave it a 10, it's a 10 out of 10 episode, but truthfully did not provide that same value as this episode did.
Yeah.
And it could have been cut in short, not a whole episode, because based on where we're at, we're on crunch time. We're crunch time.
Yeah.
So that's my controversial take, bro. Is maybe they should have made that episode or cut that bitch in half and like, or at least make it to where like Ellie and Joel like, and make it their story where it impacted Ellie and Joel or something. I don't know. Like that's just what I thought.
Nah, I mean, seeing it from your viewpoint, I can definitely see why you think that. I mean, me personally, I agree with the fact that like, yeah, the Bill episode really didn't provide anything, and it's more you're telling Bill's backstory. That's what you're telling in that episode.
Yeah, that's it.
And yeah, it was an incredible episode, but in the overall story,
it doesn't incorporate with Joel or Ellie.
Like it doesn't. Yeah, it gives us a new viewpoint on Bill, but how does that help out Bill with Joel and Ellie in the present time?
Exactly.
All we know is that Joel walks up, they're dead. He left me his shit. That sucks. obviously, and
Yeah.
we move on. That's
But
it.
with this episode, even though it was another love story type
We
of thing,
see how Ellie got big.
Exactly.
We see how when Ellie says like, "Oh, I've killed or I shot something." I forgot what she said in the show. Or like I've seen death before.
right.
We see that obviously.
It adds value to the main story with Ellie, with Ellie's character arc type shit.
Yeah,
That's my critique on that.
And I don't know about because like I said, I enjoyed the episode. I liked the episode with Bill. It's just one of those things where I'm just like, maybe they just should have made the season longer, or
That's
like
what
you
I'm
said,
thinking.
bleed it into what season 2. Because I do agree with that critique where like they are on crunch time and like, bro, we still have a lot of crucial points in the story where like you need to go over, but you only have 2 episodes left.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, and next one we know how that's gonna go, but after that it's like, yo, okay, so like we're gonna have the hospital episode. Spoilers, by the way. The hospital like in the game in the final episode. Like, what the fuck? We're missing so much shit in between that, and like to go from the winter time, to fucking Utah. The next episode's like, yo, what the fuck?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
I don't know what was going on.
Yeah, I'm just like, wait, how are we gonna end it? Is my thing. I'm like, but wait, there's like so much crap. I know what you mean, but
that's my
the thing is, like, it's been doing that the whole show, and I've enjoyed it so far. Do I wish certain shit was in here? Like in the last episode, I wish they would have done it exactly like in the scene. Yes, was done like exactly in the game, but I'm talking about the build up between Joel and Ellie. I wish that build up was done the exact same. Because that's what a critique I have, which is why I agree with you, where like they are definitely rushing it and doing it their own way.
Yeah.
But I've enjoyed the overall show, so I'm personally I gotta wait until the ending to see if it's a good or bad thing that they did it this way, because I gotta see the full thing. I just have to. Right now I'm on the fence because I'm just like, well, I enjoyed it. Like they skipped some shit, but they also did shit the right way. Where I'm just like, I don't know, man. I need to see the whole thing, but I can definitely understand your critique on why you feel like this.
Yeah,
why you feel that way.
And this episode made me open my eyes. I'm like, damn, we didn't really need Bill and Frank.
I know what you mean.
You know what I mean? We didn't really need that. We could have used that time to, put in
more story,
or like memorable moments, like with Joel being tied up upside down, or him fighting the bloater at the high school, or like some memorable moments in the game. Like we could have used that.
I'm not saying there's no memorable moments in the Bill episode at all, by the way. We're not saying that because there are memorable moments in that episode.
No, I'm saying memorable moments like from the game.
From the
like
game,
live action.
yeah, I know what you mean.
You know what I mean? Because truthfully, with Bill's story is like 5 minutes.
As good as it is.
Like in the game, in the game is like 5 minutes. His story is just 5 minutes.
But it's still like, even though it's like that, but it's still good. Like we still fuck with Bill in the game.
Yeah.
You know,
and
what
like
I mean?
he wasn't necessarily like a serious main character. It's just in the show they made it to where like that was the case, and they spent a whole episode dedicating to this story. And like, come on, man. Truthfully, man, we know the reason why. Okay, like we know the reason why, dude.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, it's a gay couple. Blah blah. Let's do this, right? I get it. You know what I mean? But it's just like we didn't necessarily need it. I think that episode was a waste of an episode because it didn't really add to Joel and Ellie, which are the main characters. You know what I mean? And just because we're in crunch time. Sure, if the show was longer, let's say 12, 15 episodes or whatever the fuck, I don't know, however long, then this critique wouldn't apply. I'd be like, cool, we got the Bill episode, cool. Keep it that way. Boom, we have enough time to space everything out, do it correctly. But because we only have 2 episodes left, and the 7th episode, you know what I mean, was necessarily wasn't part of the main story. It's literally DLC after the main story is where like I'm worried. I'm like, oh, okay, like we're adding too much, like, you know what I mean, like filler. But the reason why I passed this one is like okay, fine, we can see why Ellie did this. Have the people watching first time understand and stuff. I get it. But that just made me realize, what the fuck? We didn't need Bill and Frank, bro. Or that could have been wrapped up in 20, 30 minutes or something.
Because this backstory provides just more value.
Yeah, bro. That's essentially what my critique was. But overall, man, I thought they did pretty good. Riley was good. Ellie was cool too. The mall looked pretty cool too. Not gonna lie.
No, that's
looked pretty cool.
one thing I really got to praise the live action, bro, is the set pieces.
Yeah.
Or every episode, it's been absolutely incredible. And as small
That's
as when
true.
I was like, wow, bro, they really went in there and they changed this shit.
Yeah.
Everything's practical. Yeah, some shit CGI.
You know.
What?
No, go on. Finish your thought.
I was about to say, everything's practical. It all looks amazing, and all that helps with the acting and shit.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta give him props, bro. The sets are absolutely insane, and it's really
In the
impressive.
show, yeah, and no, that's absolutely true. And then what I was gonna say is somebody got to clean that bitch up.
Yeah, I know, bro.
That one sucks, bro. That's where the millions of dollars are going to, paying people to clean everything up.
Yeah, bro. Imagine if you're one of the people who's on I don't know what the fuck they're called, a set designer or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
They're like, all right, the team lead, right? It's like, all right, bro, I need you to make this wall. I need you to look like this. All right, you almost done. Like, yeah, it took me 6 hours, but I finished it. They pan over it for 3 seconds in the show.
Exactly. That's facts. That's actually facts, bro. That's actually facts.
Imagine, but I'm like, bro, you want to see what I contributed there? You know, my name's in the credits. You want to know why? He's like, why? See that wall?
Look at that.
I made that wall.
I did that shit. It was only there for 3 seconds. Yup, that was me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And even same with the
low key, bro. Those people, man, they truly are the goats. The set designers, bro, they're the goats.
You know,
man. I obviously give the props to the actors and the writers.
But the reason why it's not a big deal because I'm doing this for 6 hours, but it's only being the show for 3. You're like, I got to clean this up. Is why? Because they're getting paid.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's what fixes it. It's you're getting paid. It's you don't care. At least I'm getting paid for my work. Fuck it.
I don't give a fuck. It's only there for 3 seconds. I don't give a fuck.
I don't give a fuck. As long as I got my bag.
I'm getting my bag. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it is.
Yeah.
But yeah, I always thought that, man. It's but me is even the people have to clean up, right? Is sure they're getting paid, but it's that's a lot to clean up.
Yeah, I know.
It's fuck.
It's a lot, man. And with the sets, like I said, with the sets as impressive as theirs, bro.
Even setting it up. Imagine how long it took to set up the mall to look like that.
Yeah, I was about to say it must have taken probably days. Yeah. No joke, it probably took days.
Yeah, bro. That's actually what's crazy. But yeah, guys, we see
Ellie's backstory.
Yeah, we see Ellie's backstory. I think let me see. I didn't think when they first hinted where Ellie is kind of interested in Riley was remember when she was window shopping.
Mm-hmm. And she
was fixing her hair or whatever the fuck. That's where I was like, oh, okay, here we go. This is where that was a hint where she was that.
Did we ever get hinted in the game?
Did we?
Because I remember because in the game when they kissed, I was like, oh shit, she's gay. What the fuck? I remember being like,
yeah, you're right. I think you're right, dude.
Because I was like, oh my god, she's gay, bro.
You're right. 13-year-old me, I fell to my knees.
I was like, no, 13-year-old me. I was like, no, I had a crush on her.
No.
Remember, guys, we were Ellie's age when we said this. Remember that? I just want to clear that up, make it clear.
When we were playing the game, I mean, bro, any person at that age we were playing who didn't have a crush on Ellie, bro.
Yeah, I know what you mean, bro.
But so I know you're right.
I remember being being surprised.
Yeah, it was. I think it was spontaneous. Mm. So when that happened, I was also like that. I was shocked, but I was also like, no.
Yeah.
My chances with a virtual
character
is gone.
A fictional character. My only hope is the voice actor.
For real.
But she's way older than me, so I'm fucked.
Yeah, right. How old was she at the time? When we were
voice
13?
Actor?
Yeah, when we were 13.
She probably had to be in her 20s, bro.
Oh yeah.
I'm guessing 20s.
Imagine us being 13 trying to get at her.
Ashley Johnson.
Really? Yeah, she's like, y'all in middle
kids.
school. Y'all middle school.
Get the fuck away from me.
Oh,
appreciate you about the game though.
Yeah. Yeah, but no, yeah, and I think about it, Mario. I think you're right. I think it was spontaneous and shit.
Because in here they definitely hinted it. I'm just like,
yeah, they
hinted
ever
it a couple
times.
Because I also remember my brother texted me because he played it first, right? Because obviously I'm 13, I can't buy this shit, so he would have to play it first. Like, let me play it first, then you can play. And I'm just like, and I was thinking, I'm like, are you done? I'm like, no, I'm not done. I was like, god damn it, bro.
Oh, he was like that.
Yeah, well, he bought it, bro. So I was like, I gotta respect it, bro. He bought it. It's not my money, it's his.
Right. Okay.
But after he was like, all right, I'm done. He was like, by the way, you're gonna be shocked. I was like, really? He's like, yeah, I was shocked. And so then I played it, and I was like, well, I can see why you was shocked.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, they definitely hinted at it here at the window for sure. For me, I picked it up when Riley went to Ellie's her room too, where Ellie sleeps. Mm-hmm. And when she wanted to change, she was like, turn around, because she was embarrassed. And it could be the fact that you know they're still young. Changing in front of people is
I don't think to be honest, I don't think that hinted that she was gay.
No, it's one of those things where because because obviously when we're in high school, we literally change. We see each other's underwear and shit because we're in
Dude,
gym.
ain't that crazy? We
Yeah,
did that.
I
dude.
know. Yeah, I know.
I was in my underwear. Like y'all really people saw me in my boxers, bro.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I was shirtless.
Yeah,
my
I know what
boxers.
you. It's weird. It's crazy to think about, but like, it's one of the things where like maybe she's used to it, but like around her, she's nervous.
Yeah.
She's like, no, don't look at me because I care what you think about my body. Only you. You know what I mean?
I
I kind of
guess
saw
so.
it there, but it was clearly obvious in front of like the Victoria's Secret thing.
Yeah, like she's fixing her
That's
hair.
another
and
thing,
stuff.
bro. They had like actual name brands on here.
Bro, and
Victoria's
they literally-
Secret.
Yeah.
What else they have? Yes, they had something else. Oh, I think they had Gap.
Oh,
I
they
think I saw
did?
Gap in there.
Okay. No, but like the moments where like when they're looking at the Victoria's Secret, they literally had lingerie on a mannequin, bro, with
Yeah.
their butt cheeks out. And I was like, what the fuck? And then
Yeah.
they started talking about like I'm picturing you within it. I'm like, I don't want to picture
Yeah,
that.
I know, right? I was like, bro, I ain't trying to picture that, bro. What the fuck is wrong with you?
I'm like, I'm not trying to picture that, bro. What the fuck? This bitch is like, I'm trying, and that's kind of like a hint right there. Like,
Yeah.
it's like I'm picturing you in this bitch.
I know what you mean.
Come slide. You know what I mean?
Riley's like, come
But me,
over
when I'm
here.
watching it, I kind of cringe. I'm like, yo,
Yeah,
I'm
I know
like,
what
hey,
you
yo.
mean.
I'm like, I don't want to
Yeah.
picture that bitch. Like,
Yeah, I know what
Hey,
you
I mean,
mean.
I don't want to picture that girl like that. Like,
Yeah,
what the
I know,
fuck?
I know.
Because the Victoria model, you see the mannequin, like has her butt cheeks out.
Yeah.
With the what, like a thong or something.
Mm.
And they're like, I don't understand. Remember, she's like, oh, I don't understand why they're wearing that or whatever. And then be like, well, I do know. And then she's like, I do know why, but like it's uncomfortable or whatever. You know what I mean? And I mean, hey man, you know, I'm gonna have to. Mario, would you you know those things where like how you'd buy your girl lingerie shit? Would you do that?
Would I buy her that?
Would you go to Victoria's Secret like, yo, let me get this for my girl? To me, there's guys that do that, and to me, I'm
I
like, that's
don't-
kind of strange. It's like, here, babe, look what I got for you.
I mean, if
Put
she's
this
like,
on.
hey, buy this for me, and I go there and buy it for
No,
her.
no, no, no,
But
but
like
you
me,
just go, like,
me
hey.
out of my own way, buy it for her. It's like, hey,
Yeah.
I think you look good. I don't know.
To me, that'd be kind of weird. I'm like, I don't know what color you like, bitch. Like,
I guess, but
I don't know what size you are.
I mean, if a guy knows what he wants to put on his girl, then I can definitely see why they would do it. But me,
No, I think it's better if the chick like does it on her own.
and you surprise him with your boyfriend.
Wait,
or-
you surprise him?
No, I'm talking
You
about the chick,
you're
like the
wearing
chick.
you're wearing lingerie and you surprise?
Ah, my God!
You
No,
surprised
you know what
her?
I meant. You know what I meant.
No, yeah, I'm saying the girl surprises him.
That's what I would prefer.
Yeah.
Personally,
for sure.
me.
Yeah.
But like, I'm not gonna say it's okay. Maybe it's weird for me because I wouldn't do it. But I'm not gonna be like, yo, bro, you're a weirdo for doing that. Like in person, I'd be like,
Yeah.
you know what you want on your girl. That's respect, I guess.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like instead of making her do the work, you're like, hey, don't do the work. Just put this on. I'm gonna get bricked up. All right.
Hey, what if I go to Victoria's Secret? I'm pulling a Jeffrey Dahmer.
What the fuck?
Hey, listen. Listen, I'm taking one of the mannequins.
Oh my God.
I say, hey, come here, bitch. I'm taking one of the mannequins. I'm pulling a Jeffrey Dahmer.
Oh my God.
Wait, what'd you think I was gonna say?
I thought you were going to say you're going to pull Jeffrey Dahmer. And instead of looking at the girls, you would look at the guys doing that shit.
No.
And you look at one of the guys. I'm like, bro, what the fuck?
No, don't you remember? Oh, wait, have you seen the show? Did you?
I never finished it. no.
Fuck. Well, in the show, I guess in the real life story, because you don't know what I'm talking about then.
I only seen the first episode, bro.
Okay, in the show, and I guess in the story, what Jeffrey Dahmer, what he would do is like he stole a mannequin from a store, like a male's mannequin.
Yeah.
Then he'd be doing weird shit in the bed with it, like a sex doll.
Okay. I know
So
what
that's
you
why
mean.
you didn't get that joke. Never mind.
No.
But yeah,
I
like that's
imagine-
what I
I
would
was imagining
do.
the other
A
scenario.
Victoria's, I'll take a Victoria's Secret. Oh shit,
Hell
I'll take
no.
two. I'll be like, yo. It's like,
Hell
sir, you can't do
no. I
that.
can't leave with that. That's not for sale.
For real, right?
Hell no.
Hey, anything's for sale, man. Hey, if I give them $5,000, you telling me they're not gonna sell me that? Come on, man.
Yeah, that's true.
But anyways,
But,
we went on a tangent
Little
right there.
tangent,
That shit
sorry
fun.
about that. Sorry about that, y'all.
You said I'm gonna pull a Jeffrey Dahmer. You said, hey yo, what
Yeah.
the fuck? You thought I was gonna go murder people or some shit?
No, like I meant in terms of, like you're gonna hit on the guys.
Oh, hit on the guys that's shopping for their
yeah,
girlfriend.
that's why I was like, hey yo, what the fuck? Yeah, I know what you
Oh
mean.
my god.
Oh my
It's actually
God.
funny as fuck, dude. My cheeks
Nah.
kind of hurt.
What's it called? But
Not my butt cheeks.
what the fuck? We
Like
need
my,
to get
actual,
back-
like my actual cheeks.
Let's get back on the
Like
fucking
my
podcast.
Like my actual cheeks, bro.
Yeah, I know what that feels like when I be dying laughing. So I know that should be hurting.
My actual cheeks, bro. Not my butt cheeks, bro.
Okay.
For the listeners, bro.
I know.
They don't know.
But,
They don't know, bro.
What's it called? Sorry about the sidetrack, but that shit was funny as fuck though. But after that, that's when they go to the arcade, right? No, they go to the not the carnival. What's that shit called?
The carnival.
The carnival, because you see them at carnivals, bro.
Wait, the
merry-go-round.
The merry-go-round.
There we go.
I was gonna say Ferris wheel.
Ferris wheel. What the fuck are they gonna fit that?
Imagine.
It's an indoor mall, motherfucker.
Imagine they had a Ferris wheel there, bitch.
Yeah. Oh my god.
What do you mean? I think it's possible to have a Ferris wheel in that in a
small
mall.
a small one.
Oh my god.
But
right.
what's it called? Yeah. Apparently Ellie always wanted to ride one of these or some shit like that. 'Cause I remember her being excited.
It looked very cool though, like very.
No,
aesthetic.
this scene was. This is the scene where I was like, "Yo, the scenes in this show have been incredible." Was this scene right here? Because when I saw it, I was like, "Yo, what? That shit looks like."
I don't think I've ever been on a merry-go-round like that.
Yeah,
that looked like that.
Yeah, I was gonna say I've never thought a post-apocalyptic merry-go-round would look this cool. You know what I mean? And they had a cool scene there. They had they were drinking their fucking, their alcohol while they were fucking riding this shit around, obviously.
And truthfully, man, like, not gonna lie, like if you really think about it, man, alcohol doesn't taste good.
No, it doesn't.
You know what I mean?
No.
So like, why do people be like acting like
straight up alcohol? No, for me it's always been better mixed, but like tequila. Tequila don't taste good, motherfucker. You just do it because that's the vibe with it. That's the vibe.
And low-key same with beer though.
I never liked beer.
Like, beer's all right, but like it's not like good. It's kind of like, yo, what the fuck?
No, I think beer's disgusting, bro. I don't like beer at all.
Oh yeah,
I hate it.
You're not a true Mexican.
I don't give a...
Should be ashamed.
What do you mean? I drink Bud Light seltzers.
Nah, man, you gotta get the Corona.
I haven't tried
not the
those.
virus.
Oh, you're dumb as fuck. Wait, can we say that on YouTube? I don't think we can say that on YouTube, bro.
Yes, we can.
On podcast, yeah, but I don't know about fucking YouTube.
Why can't we? Whatever, bro.
It's too late now. Oh, we're deep into there. It doesn't matter. I mean, if it picks it up, YouTube.
Yeah, it's a one-time thing, maybe. Like, if we keep saying it, maybe not. But like, let's just let that slide.
But what's it called? We get this cool moment on them on the merry-go-round. We get them bonding.
Yeah.
And then I believe after this scene, that's when they go to the arcade, right? Or does Riley give Ellie the pun book? No, I forgot when that happened. That's a big moment too.
Bro. I forgot, man. It just basically, guys, Riley is like, she's giving a tour
of the mall to Ellie and showing Ellie all the wonderful things. There's a reason why she's doing it. We'll get that later on because near the end of the episode. But basically, she's like showing Ellie all these wonderful things. Like, hey, I look at all this shit. Look at this merry-go-round. Look at the pun book I gave you.
And as they're doing that, we see we get a hint of the infected. We see an infected like stuck on the wall, and we're like, obviously we know what's gonna happen. Right? We're like, oh shit, you know what I mean? And then during the arcade looked cool.
Yeah,
and like really all them coins that fell out, I was like, dude, that's heaven right there.
That's literally. I remember when I was like a kid, I was like, damn, I wish I fucking had that when I was a kid, bro. But that's cool. This scene, side by side, the game to live action.
It's pretty good, man.
Direct copy. It was awesome. You could actually play it. Mortal Kombat. Remember, you actually play with a controller in the game. You can actually play that. So, but they play it here. It's a lot longer compared to in the game. I feel like this scene is. But they fucking. And
then I think while they're in the arcade, that's when the zombie jumps. No. No. That's later.
That's later.
While they're in the arcade, that's where we get hinted.
That's where we get hinted about the fucking the infected.
Yeah.
But after that, they leave the arcade.
It's the pun book. Now it's the pun book.
Okay, this is when the pun book comes into play, and Ellie starts reading the pun book, and all that shit. And then
we see some pipe bombs or some shit.
Oh yeah, we go. Oh yeah, because that's what she gave her as a gift in that little area, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. And then as they're in Riley's little hideout or whatever, Riley sees like a cloth and there's shit under it, and Ellie finds pipe bombs, and she goes to Riley's like, what the fuck? What is this? Because at this point, we forgot to mention it earlier, but Riley in the beginning of the episode basically she's a Firefly.
She joins the Fireflies.
And
which do we see that in the game?
I
Do
forgot.
we know that
I
in the game?
forgot. I think so. I'm
can't
I'm
remember.
gonna say I think so. We could be completely wrong. If so,
Yeah,
correct
I
us
can't
in the
remember.
comments.
Yeah.
But Ellie's like, what the fuck? The Firefly has you making bombs now, whatever. And basically, there's when the truth comes
They
out.
straight up look like pipe bombs from Left 4 Dead.
Yeah, yeah,
Right?
for real,
They look
yeah.
like pipe bombs from Left 4 Dead. That shit's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
But Riley straight up tells her, like, they have me posted out here because I forgot what's the reason why they had to posted out there, but I guess it was to attack them and shit. But the main reason why Riley came back to Ellie was because, like, I'm moving. We're leaving this area. Today's my last day, and I just wanted to see you one last time. And then Ellie gets pissed. She's like, "What the fuck? Well, you did it. I'm leaving."
Yeah.
And and I thought, right here, bro. I'm like, "What the fuck? She's leaving?" I'm like, completely different from the game.
Yeah.
She starts walking, like legit walking, like as she's gonna leave. I'm like, wait a minute, are they changing this? I was like, no way, they're gonna fucking change it. What the fuck? I'm like, how are they gonna explain the bite mark or her scratch or whatever if she leaves? But then she hears she thinks she hears Riley screaming, and so she runs back, and it turns out it's just this fucking
To be honest, bro,
what?
I thought that was Riley screaming, and I was like, "This is trash."
No, I thought it was too. Yeah, no,
I thought it was actually Riley screaming, and I thought this is trash screaming. Like, what is this?
Oh, I know what you mean.
And then when I found out, like you said, it's a horror store, and it was like it's one of those ghosts that
Like
scream whatever.
Things,
Yeah, I was like, oh, got my ass. I was like, shit, they got my ass.
Yeah, but we find out it's a decorative thing that you put on your house when you
Yeah.
trick or treat. And then Riley says, like, this was gonna be the last surprise to you. I had 3 surprises or some shit like that, and this was gonna be the last one. I thought it would look cool. I thought you would really like it. And this Halloween store, directly from the fucking game. We're introduced to it a lot earlier compared to in the show. But it side by side, like I said, directly from the game. They have their their little moment here. I'm getting hazy on the details. All I remember next is that Riley gets
They put up what
the fuck's that shit called? The music player.
a tape
recorder. This is before
music.
before our time, bro. Because our time we had CDs. We remember the CD player. This is before our time.
A tape player.
Tape so shit.
A tape player.
I don't fucking know, bro. But she has like this thing, that
Cassette player.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah.
Bro, we're dumb. I mean, I know what that is. I mean,
Like,
I'm
we've
not gonna
seen
lie.
it, but
I had one actually. Before.
I had the big CD.
When I was a kid.
When you put a CD
Yeah, I
player,
had that too.
yeah, I had that. But she had a cassette player, and she basically Riley plugs the cassette into like the speakers that are in this Halloween store. And then we get a scene that's directly from the game into the show where they get on the countertop and they start dancing, they start grooving. They have the mask, legit the mask you wear in the game that's in the show. It's the same mask, and they're dancing with the mask on. They're having a cool moment. Ellie, you can tell she gets more serious because her movements start to get like less loose. Like at first she was like really enjoying herself. And then I think this is where she fully realizes her emotions, her feelings towards Riley,
and she realized that like
yo,
I'm a slide.
I'm
Took off. Yeah, she took off her mask. Riley took off the mask, and they had that serious moment, and then boom, they did that kiss.
I forgot. Wait, does she say don't go first, or does she kiss first?
Fuck.
No, I think she does because she's like, "Don't go," and Riley's like,
Okay.
"I won't." Okay, and then they kiss.
Oh, okay.
I think I could be wrong again. Correct me again.
Yeah,
But even the lines were exactly the same, and that's where you as a viewer, I mean, if you didn't figure out by the fucking hints already, that's where you're.
I kind of wish they didn't do the hints.
I know.
I kind of wish like it was just like spontaneous, so people could be like, "Oh shit!"
Because like I said, guys, in the game, we weren't really hinted that much.
Unless we missed it.
I was about to say we were 13, bro.
Yeah.
At 13 years, we didn't really focus on a lot of little details.
That's
right?
facts, low key, right?
Yeah. But we were in the game when this happens, bro. It caught me off guard. I was like, "Oh shit, she's gay. What the fuck?"
Yeah.
And here in the show, this is where the viewer confirms your suspicions, or you're shocked. But yeah, she has the infamous kiss scene. Then that wonderful moment gets ruined
Yep.
by an infected.
That by the same one that was hinted earlier.
That motherfucker shows up. They fight him off. Both
fucking Riley misses her shots, right?
Yeah, it makes sense though.
Doesn't Riley like start shooting or something?
I forgot, bro. I'll be honest with you.
Because she had a gun on her, didn't
she? Had a gun, but I remember Ellie being trampled by the infected. So I'm just like,
I tried making it. I tried looking really closely. I'm like, okay, bet I want to see where Ellie gets bitten, and I didn't really see it.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's true.
You know what I'm talking about?
Because I was looking for that too. I'm like, I don't remember ever seeing like biting the arm. Maybe because like when she's trying to push him out. But even then, those close shots, it doesn't really show him biting the arm.
Yeah,
But yeah, eventually Riley and Ellie they eventually kill the infected. They kill the motherfucker. But it's funny because they're like celebrating, like, oh my god, we did it. And then Riley's like, Ellie, your arm. And Ellie looks at her arm.
She was hyped, bro. Cause she ends up like stabbing it in the head.
Yeah, with her knife.
She's like, holy fuck, dude. Like she was hyped. And then that's when Riley was like all sad and shit. And she's like, Ellie, your arm. And then she's like, she looks at the arm. We get the infamous like scratch or whatever, or bite. Yeah, I think it was a bite. She's like, no. She's like rubbing it. She's like, no, fuck. No.
And okay, this part was cool because after that, and then Riley shows her, but she's way more calm.
Yeah,
and shit,
calm.
Right?
And Ellie's not.
And I think we cut to Ellie just fucking going berserk, bro.
Start breaking shit.
And I'm just like, that's so Ellie.
I mean, I think that'd be like a reaction that I have too, bro. I'd be pissed. I'm like, no way. I'm really going out, dude. Like this, really.
Right? Yeah, I know what you mean.
It's all Riley's fault. Why'd you bring me here?
Yeah, that's that.
You know what I mean?
Oh my gosh, it's all your fault, man.
But yeah, and then Riley was like, "There's some more stuff to break over there, or some shit." All quiet. And then we get that scene where like they're just together, like crisscross applesauce. Not really, but like just
they're just sitting down,
shoulder
to shoulder. And Riley says like, I see two options. Option one, we shoot ourselves in the head. Quick and easy. Or option two, we wait it out. And personally, she said does not mean like
No, I know.
Yeah, I just want to say I didn't want to confuse it. And Riley says, me personally, I'm more a fan of option two.
Yeah. What? Why are you laughing?
It really sounded like I was talking about my like me personally
though.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Hey, me personally though, I wanted them to shoot themselves.
Yeah, that's what it sounded like. I'm like, wait, hold up. I'm talking like for Riley right here. Riley says, me personally, I'm more a fan of option two. We wait it out. I want to enjoy the rest of my life. What I have left or some shit.
Did it say an option three? Wasn't there an option three?
I forgot. I really don't remember. But obviously they go with option two. They decide to not shoot themselves on the head.
Yeah.
And Riley eventually turns. We don't see it, obviously.
We don't see it, no.
But Ellie clearly doesn't turn.
We don't even see that either. We just like they just like lay.
This
is
one of those moments, bro, where like from like I know video game adaptations are usually shit because they add crap.
Yeah.
This would have been a good addition. I feel like us seeing Ellie, like you said earlier in the podcast, like I wanted to see that, and I agree with you. I wish I got to see that too.
Yeah.
But no, after that, bro, cuts right back to fucking Joel and Ellie, and it shows Ellie thinking about that. And her immediately looking for like stitches. And this part here, bro. This part right here. Because remember she finds it, the
thread, the needle or whatever.
Needle,
yeah.
And she's sewing up Joel.
Which we didn't see that in the game.
No, bro. All we see in the game is that she just stabs Joel with the medicine or some shit like that. I forgot.
I think so. But like we didn't get to see him being sewn up.
Maybe.
No, we don't.
We don't?
In the game, we don't see that. Like, him being sewn up. Like, stitched together. Right here, we did. But in the game, we don't. It's just Joel.
You know why I feel like we did see that?
No.
I could be completely wrong, though.
No, I swear to God, I don't think we have. I think it's just Joel in that sleeping bag.
I just remember, I just feel like I just talked with Michael, or my bad. But I feel like remember seeing Ellie in an animated pose like this. Holding.
Really,
I could be
dude?
Completely fucking wrong.
Let me
dude.
See, man.
I feel like I've seen that. It's one of those things. What's it called? The
Mandela effect.
Yeah, it could be that dead ass. I could be completely wrong.
Oh, okay. What could I type? So The Last of Us. What could I
The Last of Us. Ellie healing Joel. I don't fucking know.
That's what
Make sure you put video game though, or like sewing up Joel. Patching up Joe.
Fuck it, dude. Let's see what the fuck.
I could be completely wrong.
Ellie treats Joe with medicine right here. Let's see.
Let's see. Man, fuck TurboTax. Shout out though. That's what I use to file my taxes.
Yeah, right. TurboTax. They become a sponsor.
For real.
So okay, this is where we get. It
is
sucks, man, for the listeners.
Is this
Yeah,
the remastered?
Yeah. No. Yeah. Yes, it is. I mean, it's the same thing. It's a remastered. So yeah, we get Ellie going into this house. We're like, what the fuck? She puts the horse in the garage, closes the garage, and we're like, what the fuck's going on? Where's Joel? And there we go. We see Joel in a sleeping bag, just like in the show.
Mm-hmm.
Ellie comes through. I only managed to get a little bit of food. So.
I did get this.
Isn't that it? What is that?
What was that?
Move your arm.
Look, he's already sewn.
Ah, so
It's a needle to put
what do you-
medicine in.
see that?
Yeah. Okay.
But
so
like, you see why I thought that? 'Cause
Yeah.
I literally said, like, bro, I could have sworn she did this.
Yeah. No, okay, so like,
Alright,
okay, in
bad,
this
bad.
scene, we already
My
see
bad.
Joel stitched up, okay? And then the needle, right, she comes in and Ellie has this, what's it called? One of those needles that sucks up medicine, then you put it in, then you just stick it in, and then whatever.
Syringe.
Syringe,
Yeah.
I'm an idiot. And so in the show, we get to see her stitching
Patch
him
up,
up.
yeah, we see him. We see her
And
doing
we
it.
don't see this medicine part in the show. Maybe that'll come in the
Next
next episode or
episode,
something. Yeah. But we haven't got Ellie's mom.
I know. Which makes me think we're probably gonna get the last episode, which pisses me off, bro.
I mean, all right. But yeah, dude, I could have sworn we didn't see that shit. Him being stitched up and shit. But yeah, and then after that, in the show, he ends up stitching him up, and that's pretty much what happened. That's how it ends. That's how it ends. Yeah, that's how it ends.
Yeah.
So
That shit looked like it hurt, bro. Fuck.
yeah, I mean that's pretty much like basically what we got to say. Mario, you want to go ahead and give your rating?
All right. So this episode, overall, I think it was another good episode where they nailed the adaptation of the Left Behind DLC. Some parts were missing, but like like the whole brick scene with the cars, like we didn't really need that. Honestly,
Yeah.
it would have been a nice addition, but like I wish, like Hector said earlier, I wish they would have shown Ellie actually, realize like, wait, why am I not going? Why am I not turning? It's been 2 days or whatever. I wish they would have shown that, and I also wish they actually would have shown her killing Riley, because Riley would have fucking ate her, bro. She turns. That would have actually been a cool addition, I feel like. Obviously they didn't, but I'm here rating of what happened, not what could have happened. I think overall the set designs were amazing here. I was really blown away by the set pieces. Riley, I think, was a perfect cast. I mean, like literally perfect. Like it looked just like her.
Yeah.
She I don't know the actor's name for Riley, but she did a great job. I think portraying her. Other than that, man, I think the story was good. Everything was good, bro. I think I'm gonna give this one. I think I'm gonna give it an 8. I'm gonna give it an 8.
Yeah, that was my rating.
Real?
I thought you were gonna give it a 9.
No, because, like I said, some parts, like I said, when beginning of the escalator scene, that shit felt dragged on. That was a
I'm gonna
critique
play
I
it
had.
after. I'm gonna play it after this. I want to show. I want to show you.
But like, yeah, like I felt like that scene, the escalator scenes were dragged on.
Yeah.
Yeah, just shit like that, bro.
And yeah, I mean, this was a good episode. It was a great episode. So yeah, I think 8. It's a really good, solid episode. I'm just worried, man, on the last 2, man. Crunch time, and this is it. This is the part I think with a rabbit.
Oh yeah.
This is it.
I think I say Troy Baker. I'm like, yeah, but
No,
they teased Troy Baker.
no. With the rabbit, we're like the rabbit being killed. That famous scene.
Yeah.
Hopefully, I don't know. if
I
we'll see
hope
it.
they do it as an homage, bro. They gotta
don't know,
do it.
man.
You know what
I
I
don't
mean?
know.
But in a part, you know what I just remembered?
Huh?
We kind of missed the scene. It's literally in the beginning of the episode. You remember when
scene?
Ellie talking to the Fedra officer? Remember that scene?
Okay.
Where he's like, hey, like Ellie was content with being a Fedra officer, like that dude.
Oh yeah.
He's like, oh, I see 2 paths ahead of you. They're both shitty, but like, which one do you want to be? You want to be the one where you tell pieces of shit of when you tell people who are pieces of shit, like that girl who keeps bullying you, you tell her what to do, or are you gonna make her tell you what to do?
Right.
That shit. It's basically saying like Ellie was living a terrible life.
Yeah.
And shit. But yeah, I completely forgot about it until right now. But yeah, man, I'm excited to see Troy Baker, bro. I think he's playing that role. Remember how we had that creepy dude, like
Creepy
the main
dude.
bad guy in that town, and then he had like that younger guy.
What town? What are you talking about?
Remember the town in the next episode? Because remember they're in a town in the game.
Oh,
in the game.
oh.
Remember
you're
when
talking
they
about
when
that.
you when you first meet them,
Mhm.
they're on that campfire in that abandoned building where Ellie's
Yeah.
at, and first you meet him,
Yeah.
and then that other guy comes.
Yeah, like a side man.
I think
like
that's
a-
gonna be Troy's character. Yeah.
We just gotta see, man. We just
Yeah, we're
gotta
gonna find out
see.
tomorrow, boy.
Yeah, we're gonna find out tomorrow. But yeah, guys, that's gonna be our rating. That's gonna be our spoiler review of HBO's Last of Us, the 7th episode, Left Behind.
Yeah.
And
I low key did wish they did like the game. Now that I think about it more,
what?
like you get here's a bonus episode, guys.
Yeah.
After everything finishes, here's a bonus episode. Here's what
Yeah.
happens between this and this right here.
It's just crunch time, man. It's just like that's my only complaint,
Yeah.
man. But yeah, guys, thank you guys so much for listening. Remember, don't let your past haunt you, guys. Take care.
Peace.